Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever your particular time zone happens to be. My name is Donald Hutera, and I would like to invite you to today's Taiwan Season 2020 online symposium session. The way these sessions work is every Tuesday, as is happening today, there is an informal 45-minute approximately interview with one of the four choreographers whose work was meant to be seen live all of this month in Edinburgh. Then we have on Wednesdays and Fridays 2-hour sessions with experts in artistic practice, programming, presentation, and production. That happens Wednesdays and Fridays. Each one is different, and you need to register for each one. And every week there is a different theme. I will tell you more about that later. Also, need to remind you that if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the chat box at the side of your screen or wherever you happen to be able to put them, and we'll try and answer them either during this informal session or at the very end. So now I would like to invite Hung-Chung Lai of Hong Dance from Taipei to talk about himself, his work, and the production Boundless. Please come on the virtual stage, Hong.
Hi, Donald. Hello, everyone. I'm Lai Hung-Chung, the artist director and choreographer.
And so you are Fionn, who is your press and marketing department.
Yes.
Welcome. So I guess the first thing that would be very good to know is, when did you start your dance training, and why did you choose a career in dance?
Yeah. Actually, I joined a dance club in my junior high school and liked my jumping off place of dance. And then during those years, I tried out many styles of dance, including street dance like locking, popping, even breaking. Yeah. And yeah, sure, in Chinese dance and modern ballet. Yeah, but to be honest, I didn't know what dance meaning to me during those time. Yeah, but I really enjoy it. And my dance teacher encouraged me to get more professional training. So I was lucky to get admitted and enrolled to enjoying senior high school. So it's famous for its dance division. So after I joined, my dance journey officially began there.
And then the transition from dancing to choreography, when did you know that you wanted to be a choreographer, and why? Why did you have that desire?
Yeah, in my junior high, I started choreographing some short street dance or Chinese dance for competition. So I started very early. And to be honest, again, I didn't pay attention on my math class or English class or physical chemistry. Yeah, so in the class, I always keep thinking, yeah, how to make my dance work better, or is there any element to use in my work? So I think I just love to create things. And I always be surprised by the process of turning myself into reality. And to me, it's really mystery to so much story, emotions can be presented and transmitted through dance. Yeah, actually, I am often touched by some art or simple things in my life. For example, like sound of sea wave or like floating cloud. So I've got some feeling from that, and I usually want to transfer it to my movement, to my work, to give energy to audience.
That, that was a beautiful answer. I just want to tell you that.
Yeah, so I want to share some story about myself.
Mm.
Yeah, because my mom has a flower shop, but not beautiful one. Just it's not fancy, not romantic. No, it's really tough and hard job. And when children here, I always follow my mom to help, and we usually to make a floral arrangement for funeral. Yeah, so I actually make like floral basket or some shape for background. So my mom told me if you need to uh, recognize the flower, every single flower, and they are different shape, and you need to put it on right place and make a shape to show audience. So yeah, when I do my choreograph, so I sometimes I remind those things. Yeah, it helps me to make formation of choreography, or I sometimes I need to observe or discover dancers' detail or their personality. So it is really helpful for me. And to next stage in my high school, actually, we have our own venue. So I can try everything what I want. Like I learning about lighting. So I hanging by myself, I pitch, and then into keyboard, do everything by myself. And then so I can try any effect what I want. So I think it's really interesting. So I learn more things from choreography.
Well,
Then next, yeah,
no, I want to say I love that a big influence on you was in your mother's flower shop. I think that's just fantastic. Because
yeah,
it's about finding the beauty, isn't it?
yes. So I really think, yeah, my mom is artist actually, yeah. And after high school, I stepped into university, and I never start choreograph. And I start to teaching and choreograph for some dance studio. And when I level two of university, I sent a self nomination letter to a Taiwanese dance company to strive for choreography opportunity. Yeah, but then fortunately I got this chance, so I present my first work for professional dance company when I was level three. Yeah, so I think not it's not a moment to want to be a choreographer. It's always when I do these things, it let me learning more and give me more idea and push me or keep the mind and energy to do these things.
When did you start your company? It's quite young, the company, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, I found it in 2017, and the company in the beginning I um, participated in several international choreography competitions, and then fortunately, my piece Watcher and Birdie received awards in European countries such as Hanover in Germany, Burgos in Spain, Bern in Switzerland. So the Birdie start to world tour of in start world tour in 2018.
Do you want to say a bit more about your work and what influences it has? You've already mentioned the flower shop. You mentioned the clouds passing. Are there other artistic or social influences?
Yeah, as an artist being not a choreographer, I think people have their own values, and I won't funded any responsibility or obligation necessary for a choreographer. But I believe that we are all pursuing the way of expressing our inner or outer beauty and try to create an ideal mind which defined by ourselves in the real life. But as a choreographer, also a leader of home dance, I think now communicating with people or realizing personality of people are important to me now.
Great.
So I spend a lot of time with my friend, dancers, production team, other partners, and more than the time I spend in choreography.
Oh, okay. Now you mentioned winning these awards for earlier work, including Birdie, which I believe that Birdie was the seed, the beginning of Boundless. It's
Yes.
a duet. Do you want to talk just a bit about Birdie?
Yeah, the birdie it's quite simple idea. In the beginning, I just want to try to chase. The idea is from chasing a dream and get a goal and to get more freedom without limitation. So it is quite simple, and then I use some very simple traditional Oriental elements to develop. So simply, it is about birdie. So I choose a feather of pheasant. Yeah. So I develop with some Chinese dance material with the lins, pheasant of feather together.
Okay. Uh, and then from Birdie came Boundless. So I think this might be a good time to
Yeah.
show your first video clip.
Okay.
因为我不确定它到底是怎么样，可是就是把它拉起来，就是
你把你手机的那个，
因为我现在直播，现在没办法断掉，要么它就断了。对啊，
就是从那电脑出去的，
对
所以你是从频道
对，
可能还是切换到
Excellent. I really enjoyed that. We've already had a comment from our watchers saying, wow, and a question as well, a very good question,
Yeah.
which is about how do you choose or select the music soundtrack for the work, and which comes first, the sound or the movement, or do they both come together? So it's basically a music question.
Beginning, I want to say is all together. And usually, when I have a free time in coffee shop or vacation work time, I usually listen a lot of music. So when I heard some interesting or I think maybe could be create new work, and I will save it in my mind, in my iPhone. Then when I want to do a new choreography, new idea, it will automatically match. Yeah. Also, but it only when I doing a short piece, like 15 minutes or 10 minutes. Yeah. But when I do like Boundless, long work, I always invited composer to make a whole original music. Yeah,
And
uh, I but when we work together with my composer, actually I start to create first because I want to make my structure very naturally, and then the composer uh, come with me and communicate about work and transition, anything after I do my structure.
okay, I've got a very practical question. Boundless is what, 55 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, yes.
And how long was Birdie? How long is Birdie, the duet?
Original is 12 minutes. Original, in the very beginning.
Yeah.
But now could be 15, could be 25, or more longer. Yeah, and we actually perform a birdie indoor in the theater or outdoor both.
Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you for
Yeah.
mentioning that. There's
Yes.
been another question, very good one from Theatre Encore Collectif. How do you develop the choreographic movement? Is it through tasks, images? Basically, what is your process working with the dancers?
Process. Actually, we have. I search my technique now. It was Tai Chi, like kind of martial arts, but I didn't put into my. It's not appearance to outside. You can see the oriental feeling, but it's very inner. I choose some material about spiral or twist into my technique with contemporary mix. Then maybe you can feel a little bit feeling of Eastern Oriental, but actually it shows very contemporary. And so we usually have a class every day, and after class we rehearsal about 4 hours in rehearsal 4. around 4 hours.
And when you are in the studio making the work, are you talking a lot to the dancers? Are you giving them images, or do you set them tasks? How do you find the movement material?
We will do a lot of improvisation, and actually it's mixed. I do improvisation, and I give some idea. Like this time, I have a new production, and I give new idea. I want to you break broken yourself to twist yourself a lot. So I give an idea, and they try. And also I give my movement by myself. I create the movement by myself too. So it's a lot of way to try a new idea.
Good. Now, I wonder how you describe Boundless and which elements of the production are especially useful for us to know about.
Yeah, as you see in the video, I use I mentioned that times this one means it's pheasant over feather, and I use it to extend our spine and also to symbolize the emotion. You can see like now, yeah, I can because I choose very hard one, so always it come back to the straight, and it could be very smooth, and it can symbolize very peaceful, or you move very quickly, symbolize like you're nervous, and also it can extend your power. Yeah. And second one, second one, I use rattan stick. It's similar with lint, and it's flexible and sturdy, so you can like bend any certain angle and then come back to straight to do any to symbolize like a floating cage, visible any kind of shape. Yeah, that's it.
That
Come
was
back.
catch your breath. That was really fun. Thank you for that. I really love the way you use traditional props and find emotional content. Now, I know you have told me before that one of the thematic inspirations for this work has to do with depression or mental health. Do you want to talk a bit about that, those themes that are inside this expressive, beautiful dance work?
Yeah, because about Boundless, I have some friends have bipolar disorder, depression. Yeah, so it's around me, my friend. And then I've been through some time with them to pass a tough time. So actually, boundaries is more inner emotion, and to want to show the empathy, compassion, and then inspect their conditions. And then actually, I didn't, I not so like trapped or like lost in boundaries. I show the more more about the process, because the mental issue or problem, it goes natural. It's just like you have headache, you have a some catch cold, you naturally get it, and then you just need time, and then they need to recover or cure by their self. You can't only one thing we can do, just accompany them. So this piece, Boundless, is like to be with them.
This is one of the things I love about dance, that it's an external way to express a lot of internal conditions. And I think you understand that quite naturally. What kind of feedback have you had about Boundless or other work from anyone? Critics, audience, arts industry people? What kind of feedback have you had?
Yeah, some feedback from audience. They say physical movement is astonishing or surprising and unexpected, but precisely. And because the one part of my work, uh, it has a female dancer and fly in the sky, and then always falling, but other dancers will push it back, always support. So I think they watch some unexpected and precisely, and but some feedback like heart moving. They told us that they deeply touched by dance, and but they cried without reason. And some props also leave them much space to imagine.
I love the way you describe the rattan sticks as a flexible cage.
Yes.
An idea that now is in my head. So I know Boundless has been presented in many places already around the
Yes.
world. So it's not being developed, because this is a question our guest Gary Platt is asking. Will you continue to develop Boundless, or has it reached its final state?
For now, actually, I adjust some part of Boundless, because original I put the birdie into Boundless, the duet. A birdie is a duet. I put into Boundless, but Boundless is more different with birdie. So this time for Edinburgh Fringe, I take it off, and it's more, you can see more image of movement, and the symbolized movement, symbol of movement. But as I said, a birdie is more outside and more Chinese technique and more Chinese dance. So it's quite different with Boundary. So after I do some other jazz.
It's fascinating to hear how an artist develops and chooses and structures different works. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now, Hung, what do you see as your role in Taiwan's dance ecology, or in global dance ecology?
In my experience and observation, it's difficult to stay dance for Taiwanese dancer, and they often have to choose other career plans. There are many reasons for that. market is definitely one of key reasons. And therefore, market from reward is a great chance for dancer. And so I hope, I wish become the role of bridge. I try hard to get what's dance knowledge to share it with dancers. Like I joined the competition. I start to tour my short piece, and I want to share this experience to Taiwanese dancers. And I also, from last year, I am kicking off a dance platform for audition teenagers dance work. And I also invite some platform festival to Taiwan, like New Dance for Asia from Korea and Mas Danza from Spain, and also 1,000 Krenas Festival from Estonia and local Taiwanese platform to give award prize.
Yeah.
The winners they have chance to perform abroad or choreograph a new piece for a platform.
Well, I love that you've got a young company and already you're trying to make opportunities for others that connect people around the world. So keep going.
Yeah.
What are three things that would be most useful or beneficial for you right now as an artist?
For now, at first, I will accept any opinion, and then maybe sometimes I disagree with it. Yeah, but I will keep it in my mind, and perhaps I might agree in the future. Maybe it is useful. Yeah. And second, I usually to discover or recognize the things around me, like understand myself, my family, city, country, or my partner. Yes, I think it is really important. And last one is I always pay attention to anything or I pay attention to any information around me, and then it might be turned to an opportunity for me. Like one time, a friend invite me to a gallery, my friend, and I knew the artist, and so next time I make a opening performance for them.
So I understand also you have a premiere that's going to be happening in November. Yes. Do you want to say a little bit about that premiere?
It's another story. Yeah,
we have enough time. We have time.
Okay. Yeah, about a few years ago, and I witnessed a traffic accident, and it happened to me. Like I ride my motorcycle on the road, and another direction have a blue truck, and then come to me, and in front of me is three motorcycle, just like 50 meters, and the blue truck just comes slowly turn to my side and crash. But I'm safe. Yeah, just front of me three person. They got so I'm lucky. 它好像断掉了，这样这样可以吗？ Yeah, I almost become one of them. So the accident gave me a feeling in that moment. And so my new production is about last scenes. It's yeah. Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I think it was my internet.
That's fine. Great.
Let's go to the second clip.
Okay.
That was lovely. Apologies for the technical hitch that we had there. Interesting that it happened just when you were talking about accidents.
Yeah.
So
That's fine.
So last question from me, and last opportunity for anybody with us today to ask you any questions. What advice would you offer to interested in pursuing a career in dance or the arts, regardless of their age or status?
I think it's traveling to anywhere. And in general thought, travel is taking a plane to foreign country. But in my opinion, travel happens anywhere. For example, a country that you never been to, or the city you haven't lived for a long time, at least your school, even your home. And it's not where you visit that matter, but the way you feel and observe things around you. And what important things for me now is slow down slowly and spend more time to feel and not eager to produce any work creation. And record everything you want to preserve and share it in your own way, in your viewpoint, then it might become your creation in the future, or it sounds a little nutrient.
It's interesting you mentioned travel in the world we live in today, where travel is much harder to do. But
Yeah.
I understand in Taiwan, things have been much easier in terms of people not having to be as restricted because of COVID-19, and that it's been pretty normal in terms of theaters staying open and performances. Is this correct?
Yeah, but for Taiwan now, we still have two production ready to perform, and in Taiwan the theater is open now. So in Taiwan we are lucky.
And I think so too. Just to share with you, when I was a young man, I remember reading a book that said, suggested every day go for a walk around your neighborhood and pretend you are from another planet and that you've never seen this before. And it's a very useful exercise when you remember it.
Yes.
It's like traveling to another country. So is there anything else that you think we should know about you or your work right now?
Yeah, if hi everyone. If you are in Taiwan, welcome to see our production in September and November. You can find more information in our website, just homedance.com, or our Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, welcome to see us.
And Taiwan season websites would also have information. And if anybody with us today is a member of arts industry and has been accredited by the Fringe, you can go to Fringe Marketplace to get more information. There is a question from our good friend Gary Platt. Hong, is choreography now more important to you than dancing? For you?
Wow.
To you.
I have been, after 2012, I never danced on stage around 2012 after graduated from university. Yeah, so I realized these things in very early time, so I very concentrating to do this.
But you are a young man, and maybe in the future you will want to be performing again.
Maybe.
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 And in fact, you're such a young man that I was told just before today's session that today is your 30th birthday.
Yes.
So, audience, this is a chance which you maybe don't always get online to sing happy birthday along with me. I don't know if anybody from the Taiwan season team wants to join us and unmute, but I think a little bit of a birthday song would be very good. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hong. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Donna.
What are you doing to celebrate your 30th birthday? Maybe you're going to make a birthday dance.
No, this year I'm very 低调怎么说？Yeah.
No plans for tonight?
No. Actually, usually I have. The past years I go some party, everything. But this year I have to work tomorrow morning. Now it's evening in Taiwan. So later I need to drive my car to another city and then go to teach for workshop for 3 days. Yeah.
Good. You know, I was singing so loud that it knocked my background, my colorful background fell down. So, but you know what? We've had some accidents, but I think we've had a very good time. It's been absolutely charming to spend time with you. So, thank you so much, Sheshe, very sincerely.
Yes.
Dear audience, I want to remind you that tomorrow we have the first of this week's webinars at 1 p.m. UK time. And this week on Wednesday and Friday both, we will be looking at disability arts both in Taiwan and the world, including in Friday's session, one of the guests is from Glasgow, Karen Anderson from Independence. But both sessions are going to be fun and informative, and you can ask questions and learn things because Taiwan Season wants to connect with you as much as you want to connect with it. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And again, Fionn, wonderful support, and happy birthday again, dear Hung-Chung Lai.
Thank you, everyone.
I also want to say, Jonah, you really sing really well. You sing really well.
Thank you. Shay, thank you. A new career. Thank you, people. Thank you. We're still here.